Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to look at how to start selling on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and Shopify. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you our product catalog, which contains more than 2,500 products that you guys can sell right now on each of these platforms. And I'm also going to introduce you to our print-on-demand service so that you can actually sell your own designs on these platforms if you would prefer to do that. Now, we're also going to cover the costs associated with selling on each of these platforms as well. So we're going to probably try and get this video wrapped up in about 30 minutes. But yeah, so if you find any of this content useful in today's video, hit the thumbs up, give this video a like, hit subscribe if you're interested in content like this. And yeah, without further ado, let's just dive straight into the video. So how to start selling on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and Shopify. Now, just a quick introduction. My name is Jason, by the way, if you're new to this video. I own a printing business here in the UK, and we are essentially a supplier for dropshippers. So if you're looking for a supplier and you are looking for, for great wholesale prices that give you plenty of profit margin, and you want a big catalog with continuous supply, then we physically manufacture all of our own products. We design everything ourselves, everything in-house. There are no outside third parties involved whatsoever. It's just you as the seller, us as the supplier, and yeah, just you can find all the links for everything in the description down below if you're interested in working with us at the end of this video. So whether you're looking to launch a business or earn some additional income online as a part-time seller or even as a full-time seller, eBay and Etsy offer really some of the easiest ways for pretty much anyone to get started making extra money online. So to begin selling our products, like I said, we give you access to more than 2,500 of our own products with a guaranteed continuous supply, because we actually physically produce and manufacture these items. So to begin selling our products on eBay and Etsy, the first thing you need to do is you need to create an account with us. You can do that by heading over to our website. Links for that in the description down below. That's 100% free to do. Anyone can do that. And you're also going to need to create an account on each of the platforms that you intend to sell on. Now, once you've done that, you can go ahead and explore our catalog and just start creating listings for our products on these platforms directly. And you can actually see we've actually embedded our catalog here on this page. So once you've created an account with us, you'll have access to this catalog. You'll be able to browse it, and you'll be able to physically browse the products on our website. You can access the products here. You can get the product information. You can download the images, and you can actually create listings on the platform directly. And our catalog gives you everything you need to know. If you view the larger version, you can actually see the unit costs, and you can see the dropshipping fees and all the profits. If we actually view this in a larger version, it makes it much easier for you guys to see. So this is our entire dropship catalog and price list, and we've got the unit costs here. This is what you pay for a single unit, and this is what you pay for additional units. We have the dropship fee, or you can actually supply your own shipping labels and have the dropship fee waived. It gives you profit amounts on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and Shopify as well. And then we have all the weight and size dimensions for every single product in our catalog. And if you just click the view products button here, it will actually take you over to view the products that we have available in our catalog. Like I said, we have over 2,500 of our own products, which you guys can sell right now on all of these platforms. So heading back, as I just mentioned, our catalog has over 2,500 products, which gives you a ton of options to start your dropshipping business with us. Alternatively, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you can consider selling your own products with print on demand. And we ourselves, as a printing supplier and manufacturer here in the UK, we actually offer a pretty comprehensive white label print on demand service for things like wall art, mugs, and also for stickers. And we actually guarantee faster delivery and lower prices than the likes of some of the biggest names in print on demand, such as Vistaprint, Printify, or other leading print on demand suppliers that you may have heard of. Now, you can click this link here and actually see the print on demand products that we offer. So we offer mugs, we offer stickers, and we offer wall art. And you can go and check out these products on our website and see the different types of variants, and you can actually upload your own images onto these products when you actually make your orders with us. So what happens when you make a sale? So say you've started selling our products on eBay or on Etsy or on Amazon or Shopify or whatever. Once you make a sale, the process of actually sending your orders over to us is fairly simple. What you guys would do, you would use our retailer app. I'll actually drag this in for you in a moment so you can actually see what that looks like. You can get access to our retailer app as soon as you create an account with us. So guys, this is our retailer app. This is effectively what you will see when you log in to our website, and you can actually use our bulk upload order reports form here, which is how you would effectively send us your order reports file. You just download the order reports file from either eBay or from Amazon, Shopify or Etsy, and you can actually submit all of your orders for the entire day over to us in a single file. And you can actually send over your shipping labels that you generate on those platforms to avoid actually having to pay the dropship fee with us having to supply the labels for you. So that's how you send your orders over to us. You can actually send your orders over to us individually as well. You can do that via our submit order information form, and you can actually create individual orders where you would actually tell us the buyer name, address, and the items on the order. Now, most people who are selling multiple items per day just download a file from the marketplace. They download a CSV file from the actual marketplace that they're selling on, and they submit that over to us via our retailer app. So that is exactly how you would do that. So once you send your orders over to us, we'll take care of shipping the order directly to your customer, and we ship all of your orders completely white label, which means we ship them with your branding and no prices are ever shown to your customers. So your customers will essentially assume that the order has come directly from you. Now, this is drop shipping. If you don't know what, you can basically just Google it. So if you want to learn how to send us your drop shipping or print on demand orders, then you can just head over to this link here, how to ship your orders, and it will actually pull up our essentially our step-by-step guide on actually how you send orders over to us via our retailer app. But it is really simple anyway. So let's look at getting started on eBay. So the first thing you need to do, so start by creating an eBay account if you don't have one already. It's worth noting that you can actually start selling on eBay as a private seller. So this means that you don't need a business account. It's not required to get started selling on eBay. Now, whilst eBay does offer the option for you to have an eBay shop, which does cost an additional monthly fee, it's actually worth noting that that is entirely optional. You don't have to have an eBay shop in order to sell on eBay. Now, the other thing to consider with an eBay shop is that some people actually think that an eBay shop gives you more visibility on the marketplace, and it really doesn't. Okay, so the first thing to understand with eBay is you can get started as a private seller because there are no listing fees when you do that. And the other reason is that you can still open an eBay shop if you want to for an additional monthly fee, but you can actually open an eBay shop with a private seller account as well. So in the beginning, I would highly recommend that you start selling on eBay as a private seller, because essentially that is the most cost-effective way to do it. And then you can upgrade to a business account when you are doing, you're not going to need to upgrade to a business account until you're doing about at least $1,000 in sales. Anyway, and I wouldn't even recommend you doing that until you're doing about $1,000 in sales. So once you've opened your eBay account, again, you can just go and explore our catalog. You can download our product images, get all of the product information from our website, and you can just start creating listings on eBay. Now, understanding the costs of actually selling on eBay. So as I mentioned, start with a private seller account. For private sellers, listing on eBay is essentially completely free. You currently will have, as of today, recording of this video, you'll have an allocation of 1,000 free listings per month. You actually get more if you actually open an eBay shop, but don't worry too much about that. I don't recommend that you open an eBay shop in the beginning because you don't really need it. But after exceeding this monthly allocation, each new listing that you add on eBay as a private seller will actually cost you 35 pence per listing. So if you've created over 1,000 listings in a month, that really is the point when you should either look at one, open an eBay shop to get a higher allowance, or looking to actually switch over to a business account and actually selling as a business seller on eBay. But realistically, you shouldn't be looking to swap over to a business account until you're doing about $1,000 in sales on eBay. Now, when it comes to fees, these are the fees that eBay actually charge to sell on the marketplace. When it comes to fees, there's a final value fee, what they call an FVF fee. This essentially consists of 12.8% of the total sale amount, and the total sale amount is essentially the item sale price, any postage amount that you've charged, any taxes on top, and any other applicable fees, like if there are custom taxes. If you're selling to people overseas, eBay may collect additional taxes as well. And effectively, they add all of that together, and then they charge 12.8% on that. Now, additionally, there is a fixed transaction fee as well, which is just 30 pence per order. So as a private seller on eBay, there is no monthly fees associated with selling whatsoever, which is why I recommend starting as a private seller on eBay. And that is essentially unless you opt to subscribe to an eBay store, which is completely optional, but generally I would say not recommended right at the start. Now, getting started on Etsy. So what's the deal with Etsy? So essentially, again with Etsy, if you haven't got an account, at the end of this video, just go create an account. Anyone can create an account on Etsy. Once you create an account on Etsy, you will be given a free Etsy shop. So you don't have to pay any monthly fees for a shop on Etsy. And what you can do with that shop, it's basically an Etsy storefront. You can personalize it with your own name, your store name, your business name, whatever, your logo, and you can brand it however you like. And they actually give you a personalized link to your store, so you don't have some random, etsy.com / they actually give you your store name.etsy.com, which is a pretty cool link that you can post on social media and things like that. Now, once you've opened your Etsy account, same deal as eBay, head over to our catalog, start looking for products that you want to add to Etsy, and you can start creating listings on Etsy just using either the Etsy app or using the Etsy website itself. Now, in terms of the costs of selling on Etsy, now it's slightly different to eBay and how it works. Each new listing that you create on Etsy essentially costs 20 cents. Now, if you sell on Etsy in the UK, they actually bill in US dollars. It works out approximately 16 pence, in Great British, 16 pence per listing, and that listing actually remains active for 4 months on the marketplace or until the item has sold. Now, when you sell an item on Etsy, you'll actually be charged what they call a renewal fee, which is the same cost as a listing fee. So it's effectively, every time you sell an item on Etsy, they'll charge you that renewal fee, which is that 20 cents or that 16 pence per listing. And that will essentially mean that the listing will be renewed and will remain active on the platform so that somebody else can purchase it. Again, that's how Etsy works. Now, when you sell an item on Etsy, you actually pay quite considerably less fees than you do on eBay. Now, you actually pay a 6.5% transaction fee along with a 20 pence payment processing fee. So if you look at eBay fees, where they were 30 pence transaction fee, you actually pay only a 6.5% rather than a 12.8% fee, and you actually pay only a 20 pence processing fee rather than a 30 pence processing fee when compared to eBay. So again, similar to eBay as a private seller, if you don't subscribe to a shop, Etsy has no monthly fees whatsoever unless you do subscribe to Etsy Plus, when in fact Etsy Plus actually gives you some benefits, such as they give you about 30 free listings per month, and they actually give you about $5 per month in advertising credits. And actually, I think Etsy Plus is only about $7.99 British. It actually works out to actually be good value for money. So I actually do recommend that you guys actually subscribe to Etsy Plus. Now, if you're looking to get started on Etsy with print on demand, we actually have a print on demand accelerator that you can actually use to make your first K on Etsy. And what we actually do with that is we help you get your Etsy print on demand shop all set up and running, and we actually fund your growth all the way to your first 1K in print on demand sales. And if you want to learn more about our Etsy print on demand accelerator and how we actually support your growth by actually shipping all of your print on demand orders for free, then you can check out that using the links in the description down below. So moving on, getting started to sell on Amazon. Now, sell on Amazon is very, very different to selling on other marketplaces, especially when compared to the likes of eBay or Etsy. Now, all new Amazon sellers will face challenges in the beginning, such as or with account verification and needing to supply quite a few different documents to prove who you are, to prove that you are a valid business, and so on. But essentially, the potentials of getting yourself on Amazon are immense, and that is considering the fact that basically Amazon is essentially the largest and most successful marketplace in the world. So it makes absolute sense for you to be on there. Now, it's important to know that Amazon really caters for business sellers only. It doesn't really cater to individuals in any way like eBay or Etsy kind of does. So this means that there's basically on Amazon there's an emphasis on having or requiring a legal business registration. So for example, if you're based in the UK, you're going to need to be registered as a sole trader with HMRC, or you're going to need a private limited company registered with Companies House, and you're going to need all of your documentation up to date to supply to Amazon when requested. So if you want to sell on Amazon, you're going to need to have one of those registrations, like I said, as a sole trader or a limited company. Either one of those is an absolute must if you want to sell on Amazon. Now, in terms of the costs of selling on Amazon, you can actually list products on Amazon for free, which actually might surprise you, but you get essentially unlimited listings on Amazon for free based on their catalog system, the way it works. Now, essentially, they will charge you a monthly fee. This is a flat fee. It doesn't matter how many sales you do on Amazon, how many listings you have. Everyone pays the same flat fee, and the fee is essentially 25 Great British pounds plus VAT to maintain what they call a professional selling status on Amazon, and that actually gives you access to their platform and all of their features. Now, Amazon also collects a referral fee, which is essentially a commission on every single sale that you make. This is essentially a percentage, and it varies from category to category. For the types of products that you will generally find in our catalog, the general fee is around 16.9%. So as you can see, Amazon don't charge separate transaction fees. They actually just charge this referral fee and a flat rate monthly, but it's 16.9. So Amazon actually comes out about on par with eBay if you sell on eBay as a business seller. eBay is cheaper if you're a private seller when compared to Amazon, but essentially Amazon is one of the sort of more expensive marketplaces to sell on. However, unfortunately, Amazon can be quite complex, particularly for new sellers, but it is definitely worth putting in the effort and actually getting on the platform itself, because like I said, it is the largest marketplace in the UK, and we actually have already written a guide on how to actually get started on Amazon. You can check out this guide using the links here, and we have a complete guide for actually getting started on marketplace, because that in itself is quite a bit different to listing on the likes of eBay and Etsy. So you can follow our full guide here, guys, if you want to learn how to sell on Amazon. And I'll actually probably create a separate video going through this in more detail. Right, so the next thing we're going to look at is still Amazon. We're going to look at getting started with Fulfillment by Amazon. This is what you call FBA. If you don't know what FBA is essentially Amazon's fulfillment program, whereby you essentially send your products into Amazon fulfillment centers, and they essentially take care of everything for you. So here's what you can do with our products with FBA. So you can send our products to Amazon fulfillment centers across the UK and Europe as well, and we can actually let Amazon take care of everything. So this is the storing, the picking, the packing, and the shipping, and they actually will just ship all of your customer orders directly to your customers for you. Now, we've made selling on Amazon really easy with FBA, okay, and I'm going to explain to you why that is now. So when you choose to sell our products through FBA, through Amazon FBA, you'll actually be reaching millions of customers on the Amazon marketplace. And the advantage of doing this through FBA and having Amazon ship and pack and ship your orders for you is that you actually get access to free one-day delivery, or your customers get access to free one-day delivery through the Fulfillment by Amazon network. Now, what advantage this kind of gives you is that on average, we typically see the products that we put into FBA ourselves, we actually see an uplift of about 35% on average in the amount of product that we sell, just because that product is enrolled in the Fulfillment by Amazon program. And essentially you get that uplift because there are hundreds of thousands, well, essentially there are millions of Amazon Prime members, and Amazon Prime members get access to the free one-day delivery benefit that Amazon Prime membership gives you. And essentially this is what gives resellers, sellers like ourselves and sellers like you, the uplift in sales when you switch over from selling on Amazon, what they call FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, to actually selling on Amazon FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, where they take care of everything. So you will get a uplift in sales if you switch over to FBA, and you can actually do both FBM and FBA at the same time. So if you are interested in getting started with FBA, you need to choose whether you're going to be active or passive FBA with our product range. So I'll explain the difference between the two now, but we actually have full guides on both. So essentially, active FBA, active FBA is if you intend on having your own Amazon seller account and you essentially want to manage every single aspect of the selling on Amazon process by yourself. Now with this option, you essentially buy our products at wholesale cost and you just create FBA shipments that we prepare and send to Amazon for you. Okay, so that's why it's called active FBA. It's essentially the same thing as wholesale. Now the other way to sell on Amazon is through our passive FBA profit share program. Now with passive FBA, this is a profit share program that essentially eliminates the need for you guys to even have your own Amazon seller account. You can do passive FBA without an Amazon seller account. And with this option, you essentially just buy inventory for products that we sell on Amazon, and we just pay you what we call a profit share for every unit of products sold. Now, if you want to learn more, these programs, there's a lot more information for you to learn about these programs, more than I'm going to cover in this video. So again, you can see the links for all of this here on the website. You can see our active FBA guide and our passive FBA guide, and I've actually done videos on these as well, and you can find videos on both of those pages. So if you're interested in exploring more about FBA, then just check out the links in the description down below to get access. Shopify, this is my personal opinion. Shopify is by far the most reliable and scalable platform, and the reason why I believe this is because there is essentially no marketplace policies and you don't have to try and please an algorithm to get seen. The problem with Shopify is that it's also the hardest platform to generate sales on. The reason is because Shopify themselves do not send you any traffic. Shopify is not a marketplace. It does not have a customer base, not for, not customers as in customers who are going to buy your products. So you have to drive the traffic yourself. Now, in terms of the costs of selling on Shopify, here's what it costs to sell on Shopify. A Shopify subscription costs $39 or 25 Great British pounds per month, or it is actually slightly cheaper. I think that comes down to about £19 a month if you pay for an annual plan. Now, this essentially makes Shopify an incredibly affordable option for selling our products online. However, as I just mentioned, you will need to drive traffic in order to make sales. You will not get sales on Shopify just by the fact that you've just opened a Shopify store and you've added products to your website. It does not work that way. You have to drive traffic to your store to get sales. Now, we've made multiple six-figure sales via the Shopify platform, both in our own stores and with client stores that we've worked with as well. Now, if you want to learn how we get these results, you can learn exactly how we do it using influencer marketing with our Shopify influencer marketing coaching program. There's a link for that here in this guide as well, so you can check that out if you want to. And again, I've made a video on that as well. In terms of transaction fees, you actually pay with Shopify just 2%. So this is why Shopify is by far way cheaper than all of the other platforms. This is why I recommend you guys get on Shopify, and it's just 2% when using Shopify payments. That is Shopify's own payment processing platform. Essentially, you can add other payment providers to Shopify, things like PayPal, things like Stripe, and those payment providers will charge you a transaction fee as well. Now, if you use a separate payment provider, Shopify payments, then Shopify do not charge you a transaction fee because essentially they're not transactioning the payment for you, because PayPal are or Stripe are. Now, this is you guys to start an e-commerce dropshipping business online. Okay, so Shopify is far way cheaper than selling on Amazon or selling on eBay or Etsy. So Shopify is absolutely the way to go. I recommend that everyone does have a Shopify account, but you really should have a multi marketplace strategy if you're looking to get into drop shipping, and you should be selling on all of these platforms. Okay, don't rely on just one platform. Now, if you are serious about getting started with Shopify, you can check out our Shopify Launch Accelerator. This is a program where essentially we take you to your first 1K in sales, and then we just hand things over to you from that point. So essentially what you get with our Launch Accelerator is a fully launched Shopify dropshipping store with over 2,500 of our own products. We scale that store for you to over 150 orders. We surpass $1,000 in sales. And we actually build a brand ambassador program, which is how we drive traffic. You can learn about that in our coaching program. But essentially what we do, we build this brand ambassador program for you. We work with more than 100 influencers, and we build you a team of social media influencers who will essentially promote your products to their audiences every single month. And we will build your store 100% organic traffic and give you a marketing strategy that you can scale, which requires zero paid advertising. So if you want to learn more about our Shopify Launch Accelerator, I've made videos on the channel about that already, so you can go check it out straight away. But essentially, there is a link here down below as well to find out more about our Launch Accelerator. So there you are, guys. That is pretty much the basics of how to get started selling on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and Shopify. I've given you all of the costs, so you know exactly what it's going to cost to get started. If you wanted my opinion on which of these marketplaces to get started on first, personally, I would get started on every single one of these marketplaces at the same time, because at some point you're going to want a multi marketplace strategy where you are selling on multiple platforms. That's how you're going to get to 10K a month. It's not by selling on a single platform. Okay, so if you want to get to doing multiple thousands of pounds per month in sales with your dropshipping business, then you're going to want to be on multiple platforms. Okay, and you can do it with our products, you can do it with your own products, but essentially that's all I've got for you in this video. Anyway, guys, if you found any of this useful, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up as well. And if you have any questions, you can either reach out to me directly, there are links for that down below as well. But other than that, head up to the website, create an account, completely free to get access to all of the resources and content, and I'll catch you in the next video.